Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack bringing you live tournament action this is now our brand new tournament called Let It Ride. It's going to be tons and tons of fun to watch. We do have Onions going up against CuhhMand right now on Belcher Beach. We are in the very first round of this tournament. We seeded, looks like 20 players total tonight, and that is going to be fun to see. And we will have one winner tonight taking home a grand prize of, that is right, $2, $2 whole dollars in the U.S., and that will be tons of fun. But there is a catch. Since this is Let It Ride, the players may choose to let it ride, come back the next night and double their prize. And yeah, the first night, that's only $2 more rather, making it a total of 4. However, they can do that again, making it 8 and 16 and so on. So it can be tons and tons of fun. We should be able to make quite a bit of money. But we are going to be seeing, let's see, Onions. Let me see if I can find his stuff here. No, I cannot. My goodness, what's going on? Oh, there we go. CuhhMand. Oh, it doesn't say his thing, but I do know that CuhhMand is platinum, so I don't know what Onions is at this point, unfortunately. We will try to get that information for you here fairly soon. We'll put that in the comments on the YouTube video, so please go check that out. We do have a wall-in going down by CuhhMand right away, it looks like. And sending out a scout. Here come 2 drones. I'm wondering what is going on with 2 drones right now. This could be very interesting. Maybe he's going to steal double gas from his opponent. Not a bad idea. That can be super frustrating. Oh, look at this. These guys are going to be going to town on this supply depot. Oh no, maybe not. This guy is going to be backing out of there. Maybe Onions made a little bit of misclick there, bringing that extra guy out there. That could be the case. He did turn him around, sending him back to the base. And looks like we're doing pretty good here. Let's take a look at the units tab. Right now, it's still probing up, droning up. We do have this spawning pool going down for Onions, and the wall off going to be completed here in just a moment, it appears. Oh, look at that. Had to send that SCV back to the mineral line to get away from that drone there. He almost got a kill out of that. And now the barracks is finished. Oh, is this SCV going to go down? Yes, he is. And now looks like Onions will be expanding here any moment. Looks like he's going to need to get a little bit more minerals so that he can expand. But his spawning pool just about to complete here. I do think he is going to be going for it. Maybe not. Uh-oh. We do have a phone call. CuhhMand is going to be taking a phone call. This is super exciting, ladies and gentlemen. We love this part of tournaments when things get really, really intense like this. You gotta love this super pause action. Toll-free numbers. Gotta love them. That is why I do not have a landline anymore. And let's see what we got here. We do. Ooh, look at this. A factory going down right away for CuhhMand. So he may be going for that 1-1-1 build. Hellions can be super effective, especially if they're dropped back in a Zerg mineral line. That could be tons of fun to see. Looks like we are going to have a reactor here on the barracks. Tech so far for Onions is not there. He is just sticking with this metabolic speed boost. He is no longer mining gas, so could be very interesting here. He does have his queen out now. It looks like he may be moving out across the map. I'm not sure that this is going to be like an attack force. That doesn't seem like quite enough to be an attack force. It looks like he's probably just going to be sending them over here to look for some scouting, get some scouting information, keep track of what's going on in CuhhMand's choke here, which is not a bad idea. And look at this. We are going to have a factory on a reactor. That is going to be tons of fun to see. And look at this, double Hellions on the way right now. This was scouted right away by Onions. Could not have had better timing for that scouting, so very, very well done there by Onions. A little bit of a lucky break, I guess you could say, as well. But is taking his hatchery right now. Interested to see how he's gonna prepare for this. He does have this spine crawler going down here at the choke to get a couple pokes off on some Hellions that may be passing by. Oh my goodness. Now Onions is getting a phone call. Well, I definitely picked the wrong game to to be in right now. I mean, there's so many other games we could be watching at this point. But it is what it is. Not that big of a deal. Hopefully the phone call will not take too long. We're going to have to start telling people to turn their phones off in the tournament time, because this can be frustrating. I know it's a little frustrating for me right now, but that is okay. There's the ready. Come on, Onions, you can do it. There we go. And what is this? We are supply blocked here right now for just a moment for CuhhMand, but he does have these two moving out across the base. Oh, look at this. They're going to get a nice line shot, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Almost got him. Looks like he will be able to clean those guys up here fairly easily. Got two spine crawlers here at the choke. Now, if he scoots past there, then he would have pretty well free reign on the mineral line. Could stay out of range of those spine crawlers for just a couple shots, which wouldn't be a bad idea. It looks like he will be moving back here for just a moment. And maybe he's going to commit just a little bit more. He does have one back here. Oh, not very good micro there. Both of those guys getting taken out by Zerglings. Let's take a look at units lost and see what that's looking like. Definitely a loss there for CuhhMand. Not what he wants to have at this moment. But he is committing to more. So he is going to stick with this Hellion play, it looks like. Oh my goodness, you need to be microing these old suckers. So just a little bit of rough micro there, I'd say, by CuhhMand. Hopefully he'll be able to get that back under control. It looks like he is taking a little bit of a beating right now from Zerglings, of all critters in the world, in this universe of StarCraft, to take a beating from. Those are the least fun, I believe. And look at this. We have a Baneling nest on the way. Roach Warren is completed. Looks like he's going to be using the roaches more for kind of a tank and a, what do you call it? Well, I can't think of the word. But he probably will be using them for cleanup and for defense a little bit more than he will be for an attack. He probably will use a bunch of Zerglings and a bunch of Banelings to bust down this wall, but that will come down to whether or not CuhhMand is prepared. He can change this choke here pretty shortly if he wants. Change it up just a little bit. Look at this. We do have a Thor on the field from this Tech Lab factory here, and look at this blue flame on the way for those Hellions. We do have an armory on the field as well, and it looks like CuhhMand going to be teching up here a little bit and macroing up just a little bit, going to keep himself in defensive position. This Marine checking out what's going on in the middle of the map is going to see, I think he caught wind of a couple roaches there. It looks like Onions may choose to back out here because he was scouted. And we do have Blue Flame Hellions now about to be cruising out across the map. Well, they're not Blue Flame yet. Come on, you can do it. We love watching upgrades. Oh, we better take a look, though. It looks like he's going to poke around here, see what he can see. There are some Banelings on the way. 3 of them right there. It looks like he is going to be sticking with Roach Banelings, so that's actually pretty interesting. So I was wrong, but that is as usual. Business as usual, I should say. So this is going to come down to micro, I think. It's really got to stay away from these Banelings. But CuhhMand could be in quite a bit of trouble here. Hopefully he can keep these Thors alive long enough to do the damage that they need to against these roaches. Oh my goodness, no micro at all from those Hellions. And these Banelings are going to be going straight back to the mineral line. Gotta get some more repair on this Thor. And those Banelings taking out quite a few there. We just barely missed that, but that is okay. One of the Thors going down, focusing down. Barely able to hold on here for CuhhMand, so Onion's doing a great job right now. Oh, look at that. You gotta love when trees burn down because of Hellions. That's tons of fun to see. Oh, down goes that Hellion. And it looks like Onion's going to be committing to this attack still. Streaming his units here across the map. Oh, these roaches are not going to be very happy. That Thor is going to do quite a bit of damage. They need their reinforcements before they continue that attack, but Onion's doing a great job. It looks like he's going to be definitely committing to this attack here for just a little while yet. Trying to get that Thor repaired, doing a pretty good job there. So props to CuhhMand. Looks like he is going to be able to hold this off yet again with 2 Hellions and 1 Thor. Oh my goodness, get those Hellions back! Oh, they take so much damage from those roaches. You really got to keep them out of the range of those roaches. Micro those suckers back. They're such a fast unit. Really a smart thing to do is to keep them running back. But this is a pretty interesting build here from CuhhMand. Let's take a look at the units tab. We do have 41 SCVs to his opponent's 24 drones. So CuhhMand, while he has been on his back and lost, as we can see here, just slightly more, he has evened that gap a little bit though. He has definitely been staying on top of his economy and going to be in pretty decent position here for the rest of the game, it looks like. Able to hold off those attacks in pretty good style, so well done there. Looks like we're going to be going for, I'd say I've definitely put CuhhMand ahead in this matchup right now. And more Thors on the way, sticking with this heavy Thor play. Very, very interesting play. Would half expect to see Onions going for some more Zerglings and potentially some, you know, a little bit stronger unit mix here. We'll see what he's got in store for us. Let's take a look at his tech. We have been looking a lot at CuhhMand's base here for just a little while. Let's take a look what Onions has got going on. Not tons, really. He does have, well, not really many upgrades to speak of. He doesn't even have a evolution chamber on the map yet. Going to be taking another expansion, which seems a little strange to me. He only has 38 drones right now. So, well, I guess that's about right. It's okay, and it's a little late on an expansion for a Zerg. Here comes an attack right now, though. Onion's going to be recommitting to this attack yet again. Got to get this Thor healed before he goes down. Oh, wow. And CuhhMand able to clean this up in pretty good style. What a nice play here. And this unit mixture is super brutal against Roach and Zergling. Excuse me. These Hellions can just brutalize the Zerglings, and these Thors are super effective at taking out Roaches. So really, really good unit mixture here. And it looks like CuhhMand is feeling pretty happy about himself right now. Probably going to be moving out here. Yes, he is. Those Thors are painfully slow when you compare them with the Hellions. But that is okay. Those Hellions will probably slow down. Hopefully they won't attack without those Thors there for support. And we do have another command center going down here for CuhhMand, so he's going to try and stay on top of his macro as well. Going to be flying this somewhere right now, right as he finishes it. But sticking with this pretty heavy mech play is kind of fun to see. We don't get to see that much from Dartaran players. So really fun. I'm really excited about watching CuhhMand in the rest of these tournaments. It sounds like he will be hanging out with us a little bit more. Oh, and look at this. Making it look like these Roaches are going to back out. Oh my goodness, this Thor getting caught a little bit out of position. Got to do something. Keep this army together, CuhhMand. Down goes one Thor. Looks like they're going to try and focus down this next one. Almost got the snipe on that second Thor, but not quite. So lucky there for CuhhMand. Able to keep those guys alive. Looks like he will be able to brutalize this expansion. It will go down very, very quickly to these Thors. And some Hellions here. Kind of kicking it. There's 3 more Thors coming up to join the fight. So CuhhMand doing just a fantastic job. He is up to 57 SCVs. Really taking the economy game to the next level. Onions falling still just a little bit behind in the economy. There's the Infestors, so now we have some new tech. He is going to be getting that Neural Parasite. That could be super effective. If he can get enough of these Thors mind-controlled, it's going to be really, really quick to turn to his favor in this game. That could be interesting to see, but strangely, CuhhMand is going to be backing out here. I'm a little mystified as to why it looked like that attack was going pretty well. Of course, he does know that his opponent is stuck on 2 base at this point. So could be really interesting to see, though. I mean, this expansion now getting up and running. Looks like the main is now completely mined out, just about. Yeah, almost. We got one patch here that's got 500. But pretty close to being mined out when you've only got 5 patches left. So pretty good stuff there, but this is quite a nice army. There's the repairs going down on those Thors. That is a lot of Thors. Man, how rare is it to see this many Thors and this many Hellions, come to think of it. That's a lot of Hellions, too, on the map. at one time. That is really interesting to see. We do have, let's see, weapons level 2 now on the way. We are +1/+1 for these units. And that, oh my goodness, look at that. 33 damage, about to go up yet again. 9 damage, 26 first light. And Onion's going to be moving out across the map here. There goes the scan on the gold. CuhhMand very happy with what he sees, I assume. But look at this. These infestors ready to go. Neural Parasite is going to be super effective if they can get it done. This has been scouted. And here comes the attack. I think I probably would have left those rocks. Made it very easy for these Thors to get in position. There goes some mind controls. 3 of them going down on those Thors. Those Thors being able to do a lot of damage now in the favor of Onions. So very, very good mind control there. I think CuhhMand just needs to get probably some stemmed Marines or something so that he can go in around the back, kind of flank, take out these infestors. That would be super effective for him, I think, at this point. Reinforcements getting here, and Onion's army now falling to pieces. And CuhhMand looks like he is going to be backing up here and macroing up another army. So very, very interesting to see. Look at this. We've got more Thors on the way, more Hellions on the way, sticking with this very, very heavy tech play, mech play. Onions did, however, expand behind that push there. Let's take a look at units lost. Let's see what that looks like. Onions, did come up the loser in that. Luckily for him, it is not by too very much. Just under 2,000 minerals lost over his opponents. So not too bad there. And now CuhhMand going to be taking yet another expansion. Looks like he's going to get these destructible rocks out of the way just in time for this command center to float on over there. And this command center did go straight to Planetary Fortress as soon as it got to the spot that he wanted it. Look at this. Even more factories. And it looks like, look, I mean, Tech Labs going to be sticking with Thors. I assume, man alive, this is such interesting play we're seeing from CuhhMand at this point. Super, super excited to see how this is going to, continue to play out. But he has got nearly a maxed out army now. 173 supply, 177. That is a lot of Thors. My goodness, it is rare to see that many Thors. Here comes an attack right now from Onions, though. Looks like he is going to get the snipe on this back. No, he is not. Gets lifted up just in time. So good reaction there by CuhhMand. These Hellions trying to figure out what's going on. Looks like they're going to go over here and do some mineral line harass, I assume. And these Thors stand around the base to do some defensive type work. Not a bad deal there. Neural Parasite could be the deciding factor, though. Look at all these Thors. He needs to be pulling these guys off the line, repairing the Thors. There they go right there. Goodness, send somebody over here and kill these infestors. My goodness. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Down they go now. And look at that. Units lost still in favor of CuhhMand. And there's the GG from Onion. So very, very well played. CuhhMand taking a very decisive win there when it came down to it. That was tons of fun to watch. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for playing. Excuse me, and I do have a question for everybody. Why Alt-Tab? Why? When you can Alt StarCraft? Always do that. We'll see you guys next time.